Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I used to think I was just bad at productivity. Like maybe some people were born to hustle and I just was not one of them. But I was tired of setting goals and never sticking with them. Tired of feeling like the day ended before I even started. So I give myself a challenge. Try 5 popular productivity habits for 30 days straight, no excuses. And here's the twist. I was not looking for a perfect routine or some tic-tac aesthetic life. I just wanted clarity. And I wanted to know, do these habits actually work in real life? Can someone like me truly change? Are these all just online hype? I did not want a highlight drill, I wanted a result. And if I failed, I promised I will share that too. In this video, I am taking you through the entire journey, what worked, what did not, and the surprising things I learned along the way. Some of these habits genuinely changed how I see time, focus, and even myself. Others, total flops. If you are ever felt stuck in your own cycle of trying to get it together, you are in the right place. Let's kick off with the first habit that completely catch me off guard, morning planning. The first habit I tried was morning planning. And honestly, I had low expectations. I have always been the hit news 3 times and scroll my phone kind of person. So the idea of waking up and planning felt like trying to organize chores before coffee. But here's what I did. Every morning before touching my phone, I sat down with a pen and a notebook. I wrote 3 things: what I needed to get done, what I wanted to get done, and one thing I was grateful for. At first, it felt mechanical, but around day 5, something shifted. I started anticipating the mornings. I had wake up already thinking about what I had right. And weirdly, that 5-minute ritual made my brain feel lighter. Like I was not waking up to noise, I was waking up to intention. It did not make my days perfect, but it gave them structure, and the structure gave me momentum. By week 2, I noticed fewer decision fatigue moments. No more midday, what should I even be doing right now panic. I had a plan, even if the plan changed, I had a starting point. I also realized something deeper. Planning in the morning made me feel like I was leading my day. Instead of reacting to it, it gave me a mental reset every single morning, no matter how the day before went. Of all the habits I tested, this one was the easiest to stick with, and maybe the most surprisingly powerful. It made my mornings feel like mine again. Let's move on to the second habit, one that required way more discipline: time blocking. Time blocking was the habit I was most excited about, and the one I struggled with the most. The idea is simple. Instead of writing a to do list, you assign each task to a specific block of time in your day. It's like creating an appointment with yourself for everything: work, breaks, even lunch. Sound efficient, right? And it can be. But in practice, it was rough. On day 1, I overplanned. I filled every hour with tasks thinking I was being productive. But when things ran late, as they always do, I felt like I had failed the whole schedule. By day 4, I adjusted. I started adding buffer time. I made my blocks more flexible. I even scheduled catch up time in the afternoons. That made a huge difference. When time blocking works, it really works. It helped me stay focused, avoid distractions, and protect time for deep work. I noticed I was not multitasking as much, which made my work feel more satisfying and way less draining. But here's the truth: time blocking only works if you respect the schedule, and that was hard for me. Some days I ignored it completely, other days I nailed it. The inconsistency showed me that this habit is not just about planning, it's about discipline, about keeping small promises to yourself. I learned that time blocking does not mean perfection, it means intentions. Planning your day with purpose. And when I got it right, my productivity skyrocketed. It's not an easy fix, but it's one of the most powerful tools I have ever tried. Next up, I did something I was absolutely terrified of: a full digital detox. Let me be honest, this was the habit I dreaded the most. a digital detox. Just the praise sounds extreme, right? I was not trying to live in a cave or throw my phone into a river. My goal was simple: cut screen time by 50%, especially during mornings and before bed. And wow, the first few days were brutal. I kept reaching for my phone out of pure reflex, not both them, just habit. I had opened Instagram without realizing it, then shut it down and feel like I was missing out on something. That phantom scroll feeling, very real. But by the end of week one, something unexpected happened. My brain felt quieter. I started noticing little things again: sounds, light, even my own thoughts. It was weird at first, like I was reconnecting with reality. Instead of scrolling, I filled those moments with walking, reading, or just sitting and doing nothing. And guess what? I felt more present. At night, my sleep got better. I mean, actually better. I fell asleep faster and woke up feeling rested, not weird. The detox did not just give me time back, it gave me mental space, less clutter, less comparison, less pressure to always be on. Was it easy? No. I slipped up plenty of times, but every time I stayed off the screen, it felt like I was choosing me over the noise. If you are overwhelmed or overstimulated, this habit alone might change your entire mindset. Next up, I added something much simpler but surprisingly powerful: a daily walk. After the digital detox, I needed something that would ground me, and that's when I started daily walks. No podcast, no calls, no destinations, just a simple walk every day. At first, I thought, how is this a productivity habit? But it stands out. Walking did something my to do list never got. It gave me mental clarity. My rule was 20 minutes a day, even if I did not feel like it. Some days I walked in silence, other day I let my thoughts wander or processed what I was working on. And without realizing it, those walking become thinking time. Not forced brainstorming, it's just natural clarity. Problems I had been overcomplicating, they unraveled themselves while I walked. Creative ideas, they started showing up again. Plus, it gave me a real break from the screens and schedules, a little reset. It reminded me the rest is not the opposite of productivity, it's part of it. Even my mood changed. I felt less anxious, less rushed, less trapped by my desk or deadlines. I started looking forward to my walks. Not because of the fitness benefits, but because they helped me breathe. And here's the thing: I used to think being productive meant being on all the time. But walking taught me that being still, being slow, that's when the best ideas shows up. Out of all five habits, this one felt the most human. And maybe that's what we are all missing. The last habit I added to my 30-day test was journaling. And if I'm being honest, I was not expecting much from it. I thought journaling was just about venting or writing your feelings, but I decided to try something different. Every night I asked myself three simple questions: what did I do well today? What could I have done better? What am I proud of? That's it. Just those three, no fluff, no pressure to sound deep or poetic. But the impact, massive. Journaling gave me something I did not realize I needed: perspective. Some nights I wrote two sentences, other nights I went on for pages. But either way, it gave me closer to the day, like mentally hitting save before moving on. And over time, I noticed my self talk started changing. I was being more honest with myself, but also more forgiving. Out of all five habits, journaling was the one that quietly built the most emotional resilience. And now it's time to pull it all together with the biggest takeaways I'm carrying forward. So after 30 days, what actually stuck? Out of the 5 habits, I did not keep them all perfectly, but I did keep the ones that made me feel more like me. Morning planning gave my day structure, time blocking pushed me to take control of my hours, the digital detox cleared my head in a way I did not know I needed. Daily walks brought back creativity and peace, journaling, that one rewired how I talk to myself. Here's what I learned: you do not need a perfect routine to be productive. You just need a few intentional habits that bring you back to who you want to be. Start small, pick one habit, stick with it for a few weeks. You do not have to do everything at once. Productivity is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters with focus, clarity, and kindness to yourself. If this video gave you even one helpful idea, I had love for you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your thought, and share it with someone who might need it too. That support help this channel grow and help me keep creating content just like this, real, honest, and actionable. Thanks for watching and see you again.